Meltdown Island. 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 Meltdown Island.
Welcome to Meltdown Island is the only place where we get a little bit loose. Let's get loose, everybody. Welcome to Meltdown Island. There's usually a funner theme song, but seems like I have failed to remind even myself about that. And I would like to go ahead and welcome my co-hosts and my compatriots of arms, let's say, of love. And their names are Mike McGettigan and Sean Hanlon, and they are in Detroit just as I am. So we all look a little different. We all look a little bit different in the same city.
Sean's got a nice tan going for what salon are you going to nowadays, Sean?
The tanning salon.
Which tanning salon?
It doesn't have a
fans
name.
want to go there.
It's called Bronze Medallion.
Oh, that's very hot.
Nice.
That sounds very hot. Mike, don't you think that sounds very
chic.
hot of him?
It is very chic.
Chic is a good word. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sean. I feel like I need something more.
Some of it could be wind burn too.
Wind burn from what, Sean? The wind?
The wind.
Okay, that was a very good story. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Meltdown.
What?
I don't
Wow.
know. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing
The guy
around,
that
Mike.
doesn't ever want to be in the big camera, whose name is on the show. That's you,
Coming in
Dustin,
hot.
by the way. And
coming in
also,
hot.
then Sean gets the camera for a second, tells his story, then you cut him off in a really weird, awkward way, like Sean was taking up too much of your time.
Did I cut him off or did I save the show? You just never know with a Sean story.
I think you
Probably.
never know with a Dustin save.
I would agree. You don't want to say that was a save, but ultimately,
Ultimately, what?
that was my argument. The dance in the song that I just hummed out. That was about it. That's all I had for an argument. You see, Mike, I engage in love. Go ahead,
Distracted
Sean.
by a smudge on my nose.
For me, it's the chewing. By Michaels.
Well, get used to
okay.
it. It's okay.
Okay. Whoa, abusive language. Okay, I'll get used to it. Welcome back, Sean. What's up with your face?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Oh, it was like a
For a second, I thought I had some sort of skin disorder.
I did too. I was like,
What is
oh
going
no,
on?
this is going to be a different type of a show.
It must be that Detroit web traffic that's just slowed down a little bit or something.
I think he had.
probably.
Sometimes you can have too much white on a screen, and I think that was a very good example of that. Thank you, Sean, for that example.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. We are a weekly and bi-monthly show where we talk about what? Where we talk about today's what's happening, yesterday's news, and a little bit of a future forward thinking in ourselves. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the island, huh? Let's give it up for everybody, you guys, for coming on out to the island today. Nope, just me. Oh, thank you, Sean. Sean's there. Appreciate you both. Both of you. I appreciate both of you. That includes Mike and Sean. Boy, what's going on over here on this? For this, a lot of you, this might be one of your first introductions to Meltdown Island. Let's be honest about it. Last week, I hit a button, the infamous button discussion we had last week, where I am not only my. Last week, I hit a button. Okay, see, this is a perfect example of a button hitting for me. It seems that I am not only this, let's say, quote unquote, comedy person. I'm also a quote unquote music person who writes albums. Hello there.
Oh, wow.
Hi, my name is Dustin. It gets awkward when it's just me. Like, I feel like if I'm talking to the two of you, then it's something.
You know we're still here when you can't see us, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you not have object permanence?
What's that? I never learned how to permanence.
Does peekaboo still surprise you?
It does. Because it's like, where did it go? Thank you. So what it is I hit a button, and that button was called our official artist. Say that 2 times real fast, Sean.
Official artist.
Okay, it's much easier for other people. What I did is I've released my 7th album, and it's a concept album. It's conceptualized, and it's in reality form. And it is called The Human Condition Algorithm, which you can currently find on Meltdown Island's page inside of videos or inside of binge mode. And it is something I'm super proud of, super happy about. But what I did was when I hit that button that I keep talking about, this magical CD baby button, what did I do, Mike?
You mean on YouTube?
Yep, on YouTube.
You accidentally merged all of the shoe brand accounts together into one.
I did that.
And basically you're saying that there's no other bands named Shoe except for me.
There shouldn't be.
And now everyone that was interested in like the New Zealand shoe or all the other shoe bands are out there are now watching this show going like, what the hell is going on?
Well, and what the hell is going on is I wouldn't call it so much of as a mistake as a maybe it's American Plus. I don't know what to call it. Think of Disney Plus. Think of we're in the United States, and the other, as Mike calls them, shoe bands. Roll of the eyes too big that it can't get him out of my head. He is. There was a topic page. That's the thing. Is I had my own page, but then there was a topic page, and the topic was shoe, and basically any band that is named Shoe is in there, including mine, and. I hit that button, though, to become official on CD Baby, and so they would link all of my thing, and I would collect funds, but we do this show, so I'm like, let's just do it under this show, and all of a sudden, there's a bunch of shoes, and I'd like to apologize to those fans that love the New Zealand shoe, that love the rappers from England and France that are named Shoe.
Wow.
Me apologies. I don't know why I'm apologizing.
Softer. This is a lot softer of a take than you had last week about it.
Yes.
Well, let's say maybe somebody got some bad feedback, and maybe somebody has curbed his enthusiasm, and womp, 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 Dustin messed up. Yes, he did. He was all happy and thought he was good. Nope, not. And now he wants to apologize and try to make it a community. And I think Sean likes this song. I know he does. That's why I'm singing it for him. Thank you, Mike. So I thank you, Sean.
Thanks, buddy.
It's clear.
I do love that song.
I clearly have very little control over words coming out of my mouth, Sean.
Viewing audience, I just have a tiny
ahead.
thing to just mention to the viewing audience that I would like to say.
Go ahead.
Put yourself in the big box, guy.
Throughout the course of the show, you're gonna hear a lot of bumping noises, like kind of like a noise like that. And I want you guys to try to keep count of how many times you're hearing that noise, because that noise, that's Dustin hitting his microphone. And
the chewing you heard was Michael.
Stop doing it. Just like he's trying to cut me off from saying this right now. I feel like I'm being censored. I feel like somebody doesn't want me to tell you this. Big Meltdown is trying to shut me down, and I just want you guys to know where I stand, and that is on your side, because I don't want you to have to experience a lot of random noises that are going to make watching this show more uncomfortable for you. I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to enjoy yourself.
I do.
When another person on the show is trying to overtalk another person by just the force of their own voice, like that's another thing I don't want to happen on the show. So those are two things you can keep track of. When somebody's trying to talk over somebody, when they're in like a small cam box and the person that's talking is in the big cam box, and microphone bumping noises. Listen for those and help us keep track of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael, for that wonderful public service announcement. Now for another announcement. My CD is out. And, Mike, what we're doing is there's a fella, and he's in that country called London, England.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on what they call the BBC one.
Okay.
You see how I answer back to keep the flow going, and you guys are just like, crickets, I'm on a log in the middle of a swamp.
I still think you're maybe confused about whose show this is.
All I was trying to do is lead by example by saying, oh, you're doing a great job, Mike. Ooh, I like that term. Anyway.
Also, hey, Dustin, real quick, while we're stopped again.
Are we?
If you wouldn't mind kind of, making your head take up a little bit more of the frame that you're in, that would be, I think, another thing that the audience might like to see. It's just a nicer... Oh, there's that noise again. There we go.
Well, buddy, this was on your request.
I did not ask you to adjust your microphone.
Nope, but guess what? Microphone's on table. Everything's on table. Okay.
That's why you're hitting the table while we record every time. I think that's what's going on.
Have you not learned that from the old show we used to get rich on YouTube? Hey YouTubers, and especially YouTube, the company. This is Meltdown Island. We used to be get rich on YouTube. It's not like we were get rich on YouTube and we were trying to like get rich by stealing all of the other bands' musics and stuff. I just want to let you know that I have my own band and I'm the guy who does.
It's like every time we switch to the single cam, you just can't handle it. You just get completely stuck. You're like a dog walking down the street that like smells something delicious, and suddenly you're like. You can't handle it.
It disrupts the incognition thereof.
The incognition?
No, the cognition thereof. Maybe I did say in, but I meant just the hello. But yes, I've written. I'm also a shoe, so I hope that my explanation. I'll cut it together and put it as a video so that it hopefully will help explain it a little easier. But this week was a pretty big week so far. Last night was a big night. I thank you for sneaking in there, Sean. I don't think anybody saw. Oh nope, I watched it back on the other screen. Yep, I saw you. You okay? You better now? Good. Just stay silent if it's a yes.
We're at 5:12 right now, Dustin.
Well, if you guys would keep talking over me, I would have this is over with. So our first video is
just complaining that we weren't talking.
Yep.
Good point.
Exactly
Touche. back to the BBC, back to London, England, and his name is Jack Saunders. You know what? I need to. Why don't we play that first video? Because what he's done is asked for people to hit him up, and I have 14 of the 41 videos are videos from my people that are like promoting me, and it's a little embarrassing because you'll see.
All right,
and I'm going to download one more video.
Are we going into mind blowers then, or no?
Nope, we're still with those two videos at the bottom. We're going to do. They're going to make those 3 in 1 second. So just play while you're playing one. Believe me, you're going to want to see it.
I'm going to want to.
Believe me, Mike. I'm not going to sit around and make you see stuff you don't want to see, Mike.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Go ahead.
Stop scrolling. We need to.
Oh, I can't hear it.
We need to have a talk. Stop scrolling.
That's I Love Art. That's Jeff.
Stop scrolling.
That's Mary.
We need to have a talk.
She's out from Colorado.
My name is Jack Saunders. I present Future Artists in the Indie Show out on BBC Radio 1 in the
right there,
UK. It's basically the biggest and one of the best places for brand new music to drop.
And then that's Big Mario. Big Mario has become he's labeled himself my #1 fan, and you know I know Sean definitely takes that personal sometimes. So you know, FYI, Sean.
So there's a Big Mary and a Big Mario?
Nope, Mary. I just wrote Mary's name big.
Oh.
Music fans.
There's Jeff. There's old Jeff. Jeff's a great guy. He's from Texas. He's freezing. There's Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
Music fans.
Lauren and Jenny. There's Bams. Bams is from Michigan. She cleans places. And that's Barbara. That was Barbara from Switzerland in the Rockstar glasses. Isn't that cool?
I don't know them.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
you
know
wouldn't.
them either.
Yeah, you wouldn't, you guys. They're my friend. They're my supporters and friends.
Okay,
So now if you go up to the next,
you and I just talked about this. Go ahead. We want to play the next video.
you sure? I mean, yes, Mike, yes, we do. But the sound's off, so it kind of does hurt the whole premise of
I
the.
guess you could say.
The sound is on. It's transmitting. You might not be hearing it. But again, Dustin, remember how little time we had to fix things before the show today.
I do, and you know whose fault that is. If there is any fault, it would be mine. It would be mine, Mike.
They were trying hard.
Well, I hear that.
This doggone song by Meltdown Island kept going round and round in my head, and I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Because I guess that was my sign to be nice. Let it go and live my best life. So, Dustin, thank you.
Thank
for sticking that song in my head. Anyway, carry on. Have a great day.
So, okay.
So I was moved to tears and laughter, and someone said it best by using the word, "That's an amazing affirmation." And I'm like, yeah, that is an affirmation, all right. So someone was trying to make her piazza, from, you know what I mean, angry. And she said, but instead of getting oh, bless you, bless your soul, Sean Hannon.
What?
It was trying to escape your body. I could see it.
Yeah. The devil was in me. The devil was in me, and now it's out.
Thanks, Sean. Always great to check in with Sean. So instead of getting angry, that song started going into her mind and made her remember to not get angry. Because why get angry at somebody else who's having a bad day? And I don't know. It's crazy to have done that. That's been a part of her life in that way.
Okay.
Last video just posted up in that stream as well. This one is the Jack Saunders, is me saying, hey, Jack, you might want to come check this out before it gets too embarrassing. Because let's face facts, what if he doesn't like the music? That's the other side of the coin that Dustin came to. Oh, no, I got all these people supporting me and going, Jack, Jack. What if he goes, oh, this is rubbish. Oh, this is Boulder Dash, something else English. You know what I mean?
You know what British people love, Dustin?
Go ahead.
Is
Go
when
ahead.
Americans do their accent. They just
Hello.
love it. They think it's just
Hello.
charming as all get out. So definitely, if you get a chance to talk to Jack Saunders, maybe you should do a really great British accent that you do.
Hello, Jack. Would you like to hear my British accent, would you?
Now he would be
All
very
right, then.
charmed by that.
Too right. Watch my eyes. Watch. Right there.
Jack? Where you at? Jack Saunders? This Jack?
That's his hashtag.
Got mad enough?
Pop. Oh my god! I'm still on point.
So I got a question. What do people that are actually like unstable and scary post on TikTok?
Oh, they post things like,
So it's nothing like what you just put up?
no. I think.
Because that seemed pretty
What are you implying?
scary
Are you
to me.
implying something?
If I was Jack Saunders, I might be scared by that video. I'm not lying.
He's asked people to say what's up and to shout out to him, and that's what I was doing. I was
that
shouting-
video, it seemed like you were trying to fight him. You're like,
Where you at, Jack?
what the hell? What do you want from Jack Saunders?
Just to give it a listen.
Ugh.
What's your face? Why don't you go on the big screen? Let's check out Mike's face for a second. I feel like your
Oh,
face
my
is
face.
doing things, doing gymnastics over there.
Well, look.
What's the?
Here's my point, and this is something I've been
ahead.
trying to talk to you about for the entirety of this show, if not longer, okay? The thing is that if you want people to listen to your music, the best way to do it is not to yell at them until they listen to your music.
To be fair, he's asking to be yelled at.
To be fair, I don't think he's actually asking to be yelled at.
Nobody's
Maybe he's
yelling.
asking to be like cued into some songs that people like and getting them out there. But
That's
I
all.
mean,
That's all.
and
I
also
have
the
a whole
text all
album.
over the screen. I mean, it's like just baffling to look at. I mean, that entire video, I'd like to watch it again.
Let's do it. Let's watch it again. I ain't afraid of
I
it.
feel like
I'm proud.
what you're trying to do
I'd
with
like to
that
watch
video,
it.
I am not sure.
Thanks, Sean. Sean is the deciding factor there. Sean wants to watch it again. Here's the thing: it was during a live performance. Sean, you've been to one of my live performance virtual listening parties,
Many.
and even in this new age we live in.
Yes.
One, right? You've been there.
Right.
Okay, I just didn't want to make sure it sounded like you was at many of them today, because
Yeah. Oh, I said many as in
Mike.
I've been to many of your performances.
right. I just wanted to clarify.
So here's something Dustin did.
I've been to one of your virtual performances.
Okay, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. So, but in that one, it
Here's
gets a little
something-
rowdy.
Here's something Dustin did that I thought was like showed me that you I just feel like you just don't get the whole self-promotion thing.
I don't.
We were
I'm not good
having
at
a
it.
show in Discord, like a watch party. Everybody's talking about the movie and watching
already
it. Dustin
apologized.
barges in to advertise
he?
his listening party during the show
dare he?
that we're currently in the
Sean,
middle of.
Aren't
Now,
you
know,
angry
it's
with me,
nice
Sean?
when you want to offer people to come see a show, but when you
apologized
yell at
to
them
them
to
last
come see
week.
your show, that makes it a lot less desirable of a thing.
I don't yell in Discord. I've already been turned down in Discord, and understand you shouldn't be yelling there.
Let's watch that video.
I agree. Let's watch it. Because you can
right.
see in my eyes, I don't even want to do this bit. But because
Here
it's
we go
live, and
again.
because I was just
what do you
being
mean,
funny.
bit? Is this a bit?
Watch my
it's
eyes.
not a bit.
Yes! I'm
Here we
laughing
go.
during it. I say
we
this
go.
stupid line.
Doesn't seem
go,
like a
"Please."
bit. You're saying that this video is a bit? Oh, I muted it. Well, maybe that's for the best. I don't
I
know.
muted myself.
Let's go, Jack.
on just. Listen to this, Jack. Is that mad enough?
Where's this dark side of what is going on?
Pop.
I mean, you muted your mic there. You know.
Oh shit. Yeah.
No,
Yes, I
you're doing
did.
great, guy. You're doing great.
I did that. Then I pulled my headphones out. My second pair of headphones out.
Has anybody been looking at the comments? Is there any comments going on?
We sure do. I have laughing. That's funny enough to work. Somebody says, wow, Dustin complaining like he never complains. That video made me important. That's nice. Welp, Mark Mikula says, that means Mark Mikula's in the house. This could stop teen pregnancy. Thank you, Jason Robinson. Anything I could do to help be a part of the solutions in life and not part of the problem. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I just don't think that video is. I don't think it's going to accomplish exactly what you want it to accomplish. I mean, you want Jack Saunders to recognize your music, but the entire time you're talking over it, and then there's so many words on the screen, it gets really overwhelming. And then you have this very thing that's almost too short to read, talking about the dark side of algorithms.
Algorithms, yeah.
Like, why would Jack Saunders care about that? I mean, I think it's just a little, like, it seems a little weird, and then it gets a little intense when you put that in there. It makes me feel like, and then you're doing bits and you're laughing at your own bits, which also is another, like, weird
It just shows
element of that.
How fun the live is. It shows you how fun the live performance. I just sent you another video where you can hear Jack explaining how mad he wants it to be. He wants it to be mad, Mike.
Where did you send it to me?
Same spot they all are. That's just now uploading. There are now over 500,000 or more now, over 500,000, which...
People that liked your video.
Sorry, that just made the connection of American deaths by COVID in my mind, and I shouldn't even bring that up, but that's where I'm stuck in my head right now. But there's over 500,000 people saying, hey, Jack Saunders, check out my music. So he says in this thing I've just sent you that is now already sent, it says in there, if your music's mad enough, and so I went a little mad there with the tongue out and got real mad, and my audience was cheering me on to post it.
Okay.
So I take full blame because I posted it.
Okay.
Let's watch this other video. Yes,
Hold
Sean.
on. I think that we should go to Sean, though.
I did too. I do too. We both do. Ooh, what's that spot on
Just
his
one
face?
little note. Just one little note, because we've already talked about how it may or may not be aggressive.
This guy's
A little aggressive.
bleach.
I think maybe all the tongue. There was just too much tongue going on.
A lot of tongue.
Way
Lot
too
of
much tongue for the BBC.
Excessive.
Well, the thing is me and the other kids today, we do this tongue out of the mouth. We do that. That's sort of like in
so
for
the youth are all doing that. That makes a lot of sense. That's something I can just imagine that the youth are really into, is sticking their tongue out all the time.
Well, you being an older hipster and aging fella, you're not on the TikTok like the rest of us kids, so you're not seeing the real-time images of, youth in America, 20-somethings trying to be somebody's. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of different age demographics on TikTok as well. I don't think
there are.
It's not just the youth.
And I didn't say children. No one's talking about babies and children.
Okay, now why are you bringing that up? Hey, remember that RO you sent me? Remember that RO you sent me today?
If you can just show this last video, then I think we'll have this all wrapped up. I'll have this all wrapped up if you just show this last video.
Okay, 1 minute.
Music fans, stop scrolling.
Oh, we have to hear Jack Saunders tell us to stop scrolling.
Jack
What is it?
Saunders.
Why isn't Jack Saunders the one that's going to give you the thing? I mean,
Because he's the one who. Here's the thing: is I released the album, and then a few days later, this came out. Now we've been manifesting for how long? A couple years, Mike. Pardon me for not going. This is your wake-up call. This is your alarm bell. Don't let Mike McGettigan talk you out of it.
Bands, artists, music fans, stop scrolling. We need to have a talk. My name is Jack Saunders. I present Future Artists in the Indie Show out on BBC Radio 1 in the UK. It's basically the biggest and one of the best places for brand new music to thrive. I've been hanging out on TikTok a little while now. There's some mad talent out here, some mad talent that needs lifting up and taking to the next level. I've had an idea. Okay, here's the plan. Tag me in your TikToks with your music. I'll check it out. I'll duet it. I'll give feedback on it. I'll hype it up. Hell, if it's even mad enough, I might even get it on the show as well. Those of you that are music fans, I'm going to need your help as well. Your feedback counts for everything to these brand new bands and artists. I want to see you hyping them up, giving feedback constructively in the comment sections as well. I want this thing to be a place of discovery where all of us can thrive and lift up the best in brand new music. So if you know a mate that's in a band, you know a mate that's an artist, send them this TikTok, get them involved. Let's unearth some new talent, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Unearthing Dead.
You know how many times his tongue was out of his mouth in that video?
I don't think once. I counted 0, Sean.
0. 0.
I counted 0 on that.
At 2, Sean?
He seems young to me.
At 2.
Yeah.
But I will admit, he was a little aggressive. He was probably equally aggressive in that video.
And that's coming from a sloth.
But that video was also Dustin did the graphic design for that video. You should know that. As
okay.
Well. So the aggressive
I didn't do Jack
color
Saunders.
changing
I didn't
thing,
do.
all of
Watch
the
it again.
very
Jack
weird
Saunders.
text over the screen.
Nope, those is him. He's got his own texts.
No, but if we look at the video, we can clearly see where your graphic design element, your classic graphic design elements have come into play over here and over here, over here.
Oh, you don't like color? You don't like rainbows? You don't like colors?
I think that the aesthetic, it looks like somebody broke a slot machine against a wall and like all these pieces stuck to the wall and there's flashing lights and stuff. That's to me the design aesthetic that you're going for.
Thank you. That's next level. That's some shit I never heard before. Pardon my French.
That's what you. I mean,
amazing.
You know.
Thank you for your compliment.
I mean, even as Jack Saunders said, you wanted some constructive feedback, but I mean.
Oh, I do. Go ahead. Constructive. Go ahead. Sean?
Are we not doing mind blowers?
Yes, we are. In fact, I'm gonna have to cut mind blowers down, and we're just gonna have to do we're gonna show the first 2 videos. Apparently, there's this new trend going out, talking about how. Well, just play the video, and it explains it better than I do. Welcome to Mind Blowers. Mind Blowers.
Short intro for this one.
Wow, really short intro. Really short intro. Notice, Dustin, your head is like really not in the frame very well, like Sean and I's heads are.
I mean, to be fair, the brain would be over his mouth.
It's true. Yeah, but you could lift up your head a little. There you go. There you go.
Lift up your head.
Lift your head up.
So what are we watching for Mind Blowers, and where is that?
Go up to the nice young lady by herself, looking off to the left-hand side. We're gonna not him, not them. Keep going upwards, and we're gonna stop at the next one. There she is. Mind blowers. Can we take the penis off of her face?
That's not a penis. I don't know if you're sure what a penis looks like, but it's not.
It's got a head on it.
I say, but I've never known how to properly express it.
Mind blowers.
Why is
and
it?
It was in
jumping?
relation to sharing responsibilities.
Wow, Facebook Messenger just sucks.
With your partner or your spouse when it comes to like household chores and taking care of the
Go
family.
ahead.
The comment said, if I always have to tell you when and how to do it, I'm still technically responsible for it getting done. Meaning the load is still kind of on me. Women, we know that there are good men out there that want to help us and don't mind helping us. And oftentimes what we hear is, just tell me how to do it. Just make me a list, tell me when, tell me where, tell me how. Now think about acting that way at your job that you go and do every day. No one has to tell you what to do. You know the ropes. But imagine getting a new hire that you have to train until they can do it by themselves without being told. You're still responsible for the work.
Okay.
Okay, next video. We're gonna punch through this one a little quicker because we took a little too much time with Jack.
Volunteer themselves in a role which is, I'm happy.
This is a very popular trend happening right now, and we're basically about to go. I don't know, what do they call it? The opposite? Because I got something to say.
Oh boy.
Do whatever you need me to do, kind of a thing.
Why does it keep pausing it for me? I'm not trying to pause it.
But that's offered often as like an egalitarian
I think whenever you touch the screen to move it.
solution. Hey, baby, whatever you need me to do, I'll do. We'll split it 50-50. But the whole framework of that is wrong because it's putting the responsibility of the woman to be the project manager of the home first and foremost, that you then fill in whatever assignment she gives you. And I agree when people say that that is wrong and not 50-50. If you say, hey, look, do you need me to clean the dish? Do you need? And it's like, no, what I need you to do is help me decide what the fuck needs to happen in this house and have an actual say, not ask me for tasks to be delegated to you like a child. Feel
and
like
certain things, just like do it, Like,
do it. I don't want you to ask me, hey, do the dishes. I want you to give a fuck about our home. Yeah.
Just do the dishes,
Oh.
I agree with the last thought there. I got into a short discussion in a discussion book club that I go to, and
Sean's getting so much weird distortion on his camera today. It's like better than it was, but it is just weirder, much weirder looking.
I don't feel retarded.
I'm sorry, Dustin. Go ahead.
Testing. Beep, 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 beep. That's not distracting at all.
Speak into the cauliflower.
What do you guys think? Calling attention to it is taking a lot longer than just actually talking right now. You know that?
I just can't think of anything else other than this thing in my face now. So I had a discussion, and I sort of sounded defensive, and then I realized it's not about being defensive. It's about what came before. Like, this isn't how the relationship started, right? They're saying that this is the thing that's now happening because of the house. Blah, blah, blah. Now, every situation is different. Let's start there, Mike. Every relationship is different.
Why just Mike?
What? Say that again, Sean. I didn't see you. I couldn't read your lips.
You said, let's start there, Mike. And I was wondering why you're starting there with Mike and not me, too.
Because you and I are debating, I think. No. So, Sean, basically what I'm trying to say to both of you at the same time is that for the disengagement to have occurred, what got us there? I'm going to sit back while you two ponder that, let it soak in. If we could watch your faces and your thinking poses, that'd be great. But
the disengagement got us there. Got us where?
No, it's a disengagement. There's a disengagement to have that attitude of just tell me what to do, right? There's something that has happened that has now made the person say, just tell me what to do, rather than, because before the relationship happened, you got to assume that person did shit. Pardon my language again. But you got to just assume that this person did stuff in their life and got stuff done. Yeah. Now they're being told what to do to split things 50-50. And my thing is how did that happen? Where did that change occur? Is it somebody taking people for granted, taking a person for granted? Is it
okay? So you're talking about two people entering into a relationship who previously took care of all of their own cleaning and housework at their own homes, but then
I'm
move in
talking about those
together.
videos.
I'm sorry?
Yes, you're right.
Okay,
I'm talking about the videos.
Yeah, I'm pulling it back to that. So then I'm just trying to figure out what your point is. So the videos are saying that one person should not be the project manager of the other person in the house, right?
Right.
So, I mean, some people might have a system that works for them that is more based on one of the people being a project manager for the house. I've not been in a situation like that, but I've known people that have had that kind of, relationship that one person was like more heavily involved with deciding what goes on at the house because the other person was a lot less interested in certain things. You know what I mean? Maybe one person has to work more than the other, so they might have to. There's a lot of different dynamics going on there. I also very much disagree with the idea that it is usually the woman being the project manager as well. I think that varies.
I agree
a lot in relationships, and also it's a very genderized view of it as well. Because I mean, there's a lot of gay relationships that don't have some kind of like dynamic that's reminiscent of a gendered relationship as well. So I think it's a kind of a weird framework to even posit the question of that setup in the way that they did. However, I do think that there's definitely something to it when a couple has one person in the relationship without a discussion or without kind of an engagement that is worried about doing anything with the house or is not allowing themselves to make decisions about the housework or whatever.
Which leads me, Mike, to the next video, which is the point I'm trying to put, and you're coming to it right there. You were just coming to it. So go ahead and hit that next video, and Sean would like to tell us about his relationship and what he messes up. Go ahead. Or no, tell us why she's wrong. There, Sean.
Tell us why who's wrong.
Are you telling me what my question is?
I couldn't even get it out fast enough. I was out of air, and I wanted to get the joke out so bad that I totally messed it up. But, I was trying to throw him under the bus with this relationship, Mike. That's what I was trying to do. It's called busting balls. Okay, bud? Trying to bust old Sean Hanlon's balls. Go ahead, Sean.
I was actually just wondering, did you get a new webcam or something, Mike? I mean, your picture looks extraordinary today.
Thanks, Sean. Thank you. It's just a little bit of background blurring and the lighting, and
Dare I say this is a healthy
you look really good. You're really popping today.
Thank you.
Listen to the compliments and the care. I love it. Love it.
Anyway, just an observation. It's like I'm watching.
Don't you do that to yourself?
It's like you're in a movie.
We are in a movie.
You're the star.
Now that's
a
mind blower.
So we're gonna watch the last video that Dustin sent here in this triptych. Okay, here we go.
Mandy Patinkin.
Wow.
Absolutely horrible as it could ever be.
Dad and I did not have one of our better days. He thinks that I was mean.
In fact, I wasn't even allowed to say, can we just try this? Can we try the couch here? Can we try that? We've been doing this all day.
I don't think I came close to being mean. I think you could accuse me of being irritable, impatient, perplexed,
perplexed,
confused.
That's her son.
Right. If I have an opinion about where a couch would go, where it's best to put a chair to view the TV or to read a book or near the window, oh my God.
He said Mom was utterly vicious to me today.
I find his definition of utterly vicious quite insane.
Now that's what couples are right there. Lovingly having fun with one another's stuff.
Okay, so what's the point of this whole segment?
Oh, the point being, so he can't even in other words, there's a partner in the relationship that even when they suggest, I think a chair or a couch should go here, that is not heard, and that there's maybe one person in that relationship that all these other people feel like they're having to project manage, that wants to project manage, that wants things to be kind of their way, that maybe doesn't want the suggestion of Mandy Patinkin, who knows staging a room better than anybody.
I'm going to throw out a wild guess.
Don't guess things. I'm going to have to tell you why you're wrong then, because that's the segment.
Okay. So my wild guess is that a lot of stuff was happening with your personal relationship today.
No.
And this whole segment is to try to figure that out.
From the book club.
And also you're putting it in a way that's like, this is everybody, but you're like, this is my life. And you're kind of like conflating the two, I think. So it's getting really confusing, I think.
I know for sure that I said everyone's relationships is different. I know I said that.
Yeah.
But there's something that is universal about a couple that can say, she was absolutely, what was I about to say? She was absolutely something.
Every time.
Absolutely.
Cannot handle being on camera by yourself.
She was absolutely. It's the change. It's just the change of the dynamic.
Hi, I want my own television show, but I do not want to be on camera alone ever. Do you think Mandy Patinkin said that before?
I think that if Mandy Patinkin was in the middle of saying, I don't know, Hamlet speech or some stuff, that maybe he wouldn't want the scenery to be chopped in a third and exploded upon its face.
Hey, why don't you put your head a little higher in the frame? Tilt your camera down a little bit there. Wow.
Hold on. Okay, thank you. Hello?
Hello? Are you saying hello? Like, yes, we can still hear you, and we can still see you, too.
Thank you. This explains why he is punishing us. Trickle-down punishment. Oh, that's a burn on Jill. No, basically what I'm trying to say is all these people who are trying to talk about blobbity blue and bloobity bloop, it would sound much more concise if I wasn't so self-conscious. And I apologize, but the ins and outs of screens throws me what they call in the brain taping world into the loops.
So are you saying that we should always have the same camera setup and never change it? And only make me and Sean larger on the screen, or what?
I think that we could come to an end of a thought or a end of a speech.
Speaking of end of a thought, is that the end of Mind Blowers?
Yeah.
What are we going?
That's a mind blower.
What? Why don't you segue us into whatever the next thing is, Dustin?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the next part of the show, which we all know in today's society it's going a little too fast. Am I right? It's faster than the speed of humans running around fast. Welcome to new. I know, right, Sean? It's a little off-putting. You're not ready for it. You're not prepped, especially when you're in a train of thought and it's going toot toots. I'm trucking down the road, the train track road.
Yeah, I know that Conan has a really hard time with like being on camera,
Look, dude,
and having them switch camera angles while he's talking and stuff. I mean, he hates it.
He doesn't. He's not looking at the screen, and it's not right in front of him. And he's looking at cue cards that he's reading.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was at Conan, bro.
Maybe pay a little bit more attention to the RO that you created for today that we are wildly off track of right now.
Okay. Well, I was about to say what we were about to do, and it's called News Grunts. Here we are, News Grunts, everybody. Grunt. I was about to say it. You had to come back to the... For those of you who can't hear it all, there's a dinosaur yelling, and it falls down. And,
News Grunts.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to News Grunts. This is part of the show where we look at today's headlines and then sort of grumble and grunt our way through an answer or a feeling or an emotion thereof. And if we can have our very own narrator, supreme, emeritus supreme leader, Mike McGettigan, to give us his golden 20s of a voice and read the headlines. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome, Dustin. First one is a video.
would want to start all that way at the top and come your way down.
Okay.
I don't think there's any weather this week. I don't think there's any. Skip that one.
What?
And then go. Skip this one.
Skip this one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, that's from last week.
Remember that?
Keep going.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
I gotta adjust this on the screen
Just
here.
gotta adjust it a little bit. Not very, yeah, that's it. Well, by the way, the picture on that one, look how he's way down there at the bottom of the picture, and there's just all that open space above his head.
Oh, do you
Like-
think that would be good framing for you on the show? Is that what you're trying to say? You know that's a
What I was
picture on a
trying-
mobile news article and not a show, right?
What I'm trying to say is, who decides that that's the photo they're going to put out?
It's an
They try to be all
artistic
artistic?
version of what
Yeah,
whatever
sure,
picture
okay.
they took. And also it's cropped for mobile, so it might even be an accident. It's hard to say.
Well, all I know is there's not enough words and not enough heads in that picture.
See, that's where you're wrong, I think. I think you're always putting way too many words into your
Too
videos
close.
and pictures.
And then too close.
The Supreme Court
Ultimately-
is about to hear 2 cases that could destroy what remains of the Voting Rights Act. Ugh.
But maybe.
After billions of dollars and dozens of wartime declarations, why are vaccines still in short supply?
The interesting thing about this photo too is that it's in, what's it called? Right over here, it's in Kalamazoo. So we could probably go over there, you guys. That's what Dustin thought.
You're talking about the Pfizer plant. Yeah.
They're in Kalamazoo?
Is that the Pfizer biotech? Boxes
Kalamazoo.
containing the Pfizer biotech COVID-19 vaccine are prepared to be shipped to the Pfizer Global Supply Kalamazoo manufacturing plant.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
the subtitle on the heading there.
Well, we could probably go over to Kalamazoo. That's not too far.
Everyone should be safe when they run. The lasting trauma of Ahmaud Arbery's shooting. A year after Ahmaud Arbery was fatally shot while jogging in Georgia, black runners all over the country are still feeling the effects. Ugh.
If that police officer, if that police officer didn't show up when he did and have his camera running, we would have never saw who really, and we did, and that was crazy.
Yeah, that was very, very tragic.
Tragic.
Pennsylvania man snaps picture of rare half male, half female cardinal.
What?
That's pretty cool looking. Ooh. That's Sean, none of your grunts are very enthusiastic. Are you caveman yawning right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
What in the heck fire is that? Hello, I'm a caveman, I am.
Lindsey Graham warns Kamala Harris could be impeached if Republicans win House next year.
For what? Oh my God. And this is just a now going to become hopefully a weekly reminder that Lindsey Graham is a liar. Because the next video now will show how he was only but a month and a half ago after he won his election and after the former president had lost. And this video will show him talking about how wonderful Kamala Harris is.
I got to ask you, man, yesterday the fist bump with you and Senator Harris, possibly VP elect. What happened? Are you guys friends?
I haven't seen her in a while. I've always enjoyed working with her. I have a good relationship with her. We'll see what happens in the next month or so. But if Trump falls short,
it kind of blew up the internet a little bit yesterday. Are you? So you guys are cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally cool. So just don't worry about that headline because he's just you can't believe a word that guy says no matter what.
Totally cool. We're totally.
That's a very good impression, Mike.
He's I mean, here's the thing that's just this is something that I think is just horrible in terms of news lately. the fact that everybody is so obsessed about being on one side or the other side that you, for example, can't have problems with Kamala Harris and her very troubling past. And if you do, then you're on Lindsey Graham's side, which is just so idiotic. I mean, you know, there's got to be room for a little bit more nuance in these discussions, right? But it's oftentimes just something that is completely fed into the outrage engine. It's just completely fed into social media's outrage. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with what's right or wrong, but which side you're on. And there's a lot more than two sides.
If the election wasn't the most fair throughout all of history of mankind, and the web and the electronics czar of America said that and got fired for saying it, if this wasn't the safest and there was corruption, then how we know Lindsey Graham won? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like there's the hypocrisy of him saying that, we'll do it, but all of a sudden, you won for sure? Oh, okay. You can't have both. You can't have your cake and your pie and also eat them. At least that's what my mom always used to say.
That is, to me, I mean, it's just another mark in Lindsey Graham's idiotic existence. I mean, he's completely,
another
countering what he says all the time. He's completely contradicting himself.
The lying liar. Thank you.
So,
good.
So, Dustin, are you going to transition us to the next part of the show?
Hey, everybody! It's roses in time, thorns time, roses and thorns time, thorns time, roses and thorns time. It's time for roses, it's time for thorns. Roses and thorns, roses and thorns, roses and thorns, roses and thorns. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Roses and Thorns. This is the part of the show where we take a nice long look at that man in the mirror and we say, are you willing to make that change? What don't you need to change? Look at that nice head of hair. Maybe you have a bud growing out of it. Mike, what's your first thorn today?
Well,
going right for a thorn. It's bold.
I guess, you want to know my first thorn. Okay, well.
It's my show, bud. You told me to take charge. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm going to have to go with you talking over me a lot. That's thorn 1.
What?
Thorn 2. Thorn 2, well, you were about 45 minutes late to the tech call today, so that made me have to do a lot of catch-up work, and it made it so that we got ready for the show just like 10 minutes before airtime, which was pretty great, and it worked out pretty well today, I think. It was not perfect, but it's a lot easier to run it on.
Pretty well.
I'm sorry, were you talking? You want to keep going?
No, I wasn't. I was just backing. I was hyping you up.
Okay, and I think that this whole BBC thing for this, trying to get this guy's attention, I just feel like you're going about it in a very aggressive and weird way that I don't necessarily think is going to get you the results that you want. I'm going to give you a rose for what seems to be a very nice and ever-growing community on TikTok, because they seem very cool and supportive. That's a rose for sure. I want to give a rose to Sean Hanlon for putting up with the minor tech problems that are getting better, but also just doing a fantastic job and being such a very compelling and fun presence on the show. Really
fun presence.
I think that's all I got for today, really. Sean?
Hey, Sean.
What?
You're the man in the middle, bud.
I would say my rose. I get a rose for Dustin.
No.
Yes, for having a running order, for putting together a running order.
This old running order.
Sean, how many times did I? Anyways. I mean, I asked
Thorn.
for an RO. I got a crazy long list. I'm sorry. I shouldn't
an
be
RO.
talking
You
right
got
now.
an
This is
RO.
Sean's time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But then a thorn for him for not really following it.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we did get kind of caught up on that Saunders guy for a long thing.
Well,
And
to be fair, I was attacked very harshly.
what? I don't know if it was harsh.
I don't know.
It was constructive attacking, I feel.
Are you including me putting you as one on a single camera as being attacked or
Never.
Okay.
What are you talking about? That just disrupts the flow. You're fine, bro. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
But I think that tongue thing, that's a legit note.
The what?
The tongue thing, too much tongue. I think that's a legit note.
I'll take it down. I'll take it down.
Maybe something to consider. I mean, maybe you just can't pull it off at your maturity. I don't know. I would give a rose to Mike McGettigan.
I would too.
Yeah, for pulling it together, even though Dustin was late to the tech 45 minutes. I mean, you really pulled it together, and I feel it ran pretty well. And
Let's give it up. Let's give it up, Sean, for that rose.
And a rose to whatever you're doing for that camera, man. I love that look. It just really quality.
It's a work in progress. Thanks, Sean. Thank you.
And just a Bud renewal. Oh, a thorn to Lindsey Graham because he's really a despicable person.
He's not a good guy.
Just terrible.
Not good. He's just not good at anything.
But just a renewal of a Bud from last week that we didn't get a chance to hear Dustin sing the Jeffersons theme song.
That was a bud. We haven't gotten to Flower.
Yeah, I think
we got to work that in.
Really,
I got to make a little segment for it to happen. I think.
Well, it's it's one of those things where it's got to be
you got to be ready. It's almost can be planned. It's got to be one of those things that sort of spontaneously happens.
Kind of.
Yeah, you can't force it, right?
Can't force it. Can't force it.
All right, Dustin, wrap it up.
Yeah. I'd like to give a rose to Mike and this wonderful new setup that it's so much easier to use and it sounds great and done a great job today and I think it's beautiful. I would, however, give him a thorn for the accepting my last week apologized for ruining movie night, and he accepted my apology, and yet this week used it as a rocket launcher. He used it as a way to tear down all of my.
It's an interesting way to characterize it.
However, it's like if you're not going to accept an apology, then don't accept an apology. But if you're going to accept an apology, then we're going to move on from it. Oh, you can still bring it up. Oh, okay. Oh, that's very interesting. I'll remember that. I'm going to start accepting some of your apologies then.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I then would like to say roses all around to our commenters that we kind of kept out of the loop a little bit today, and I don't know.
Keep your face on the screen, Dustin.
Well, I'm trying to look at the commenters to apologize to them by name, but couldn't do it fast enough. So just know that you're out there and you're commenting. You're getting roses right now.
I would keep track of the comments, but I seem to be out of the system now, and I got to log back in, and I don't know to log in.
Well, I mean,
it's just YouTube.
So, and I meant to get it today at the tech, but
yeah, kind of went a little crazy today at the tech. So
seems a little disingenuous when it's on YouTube.
A big thank you to everybody that chimed in the comments today and joined us for the show today. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you.
You got YouTube, right? Hey,
I can do it on YouTube.
John's face. You got YouTube, don't you?
What? I'll look into it.
I called him John Disface and then said, "Do you have YouTube? Don't you?"
Yeah, this.
I'm gonna give you a thorn for that.
Oh, you know what? I accept your thorn, and I bring it up now. Mike is mean.
See,
thank you, everyone.
There's only one person on this show that weaponized roses and thorns.
Oh,
there's only one person that uses
that sounds like an
roses
accusation.
and thorns to try to win.
That sounds like an accusation in a competition type way.
Do you know that nobody wins the show at the end of the show, Dustin? Do you know that at the
know
end
I
of the
don't.
show, there's no winner of the show? It's
No.
just that it's a show, and the
Some say
audience should be the winner, really. The audience should be the ones that
That's
win.
what I was about to say. Good. Oh, you took my closer. Thank you, Sean.
Okay, well, I guess that's all there is for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great rest of your
Hey,
day.
Adam. Love you, Adam. Hey, Mark.
Good outro, Dustin. Good outro.
Bye, Audra.
Are you trying
Bye,
to
Jason.
jam in everything at the last second? Okay.
Outro.